Hello and welcome back to On the Workbench. This is going to be a little quick bonus video on the UV light, and I want to go through some foreign currency. In the original video, you saw me look at US currency. Now I want to use the UV light on some foreign currency. So you've already seen me go through domestic currency, so we'll remove that from the pile. And I've got some various foreign notes here from various trips around the world. Now with the glasses on the camera, the first note here for consideration, we've got 5 British pounds. Put this under UV light, and we can see some of the background text here seems to stand out just a bit. Nothing too particular with the seal. We flip it over, and there's a few elements that seem to glow. Down here on the obverse, actually that's the kind of the center of the note, that are glowing a green color. You can see that metal strip there without the light on. Alright, we'll set that 5-pound note aside. Here are 20 Mexican pesos. We look at the Mexican banknote, we can see a little bit of green here in the middle, and a few other places where it's changing color, presumably from the organic material in the paper of this note. If we flip it over to the other side, just a few little streaks of extra color that pop out. Nothing that really changes that you can't see with the naked eye. Our next note is from the Czech Republic. This is 50 kroners. You can see some of the threads. You can see a orange and a green thread there, hopefully. The metal strip that's woven in is just part of the note. That's visible to the naked eye. Flip this around, and nothing particularly interesting stands out that you can't see with the naked eye. Here we go, 20 Polish zlotys. This is interesting. You can see there's a seal below the eagle that really stands out. If we flip this to the what I believe to be the obverse, nothing particularly interesting on this side, but the other side did have, again, let me just put my thumb there, right by my thumb, this extra little watermark seal that seems to pop out, and there's a little bit of a stone arch around the top here. I mean, it's there, but it's not as obvious as when the light's on it, so that's kind of cool. Our next note here is 1,000 Thai baht from Thailand. You can see just some of the organic fibers that are standing out throughout the note, so you know that this is not just simply some form of paper. This is some sort of a cotton material. On the reverse, you can kind of see the face there appears and disappears with the light on. Hopefully you can see that there on camera. That's kind of cool. Okay, so that's some Thai baht. Our next note here will be 100 Jamaican dollars from the island of Jamaica, and you can see right in the middle. You can see right behind where it says $100, there's definitely a little area there that gets illuminated under light. The island of Jamaica is obvious even with the without the UV light. And there's a woven strip that becomes much more obvious when the light's on it. It's noticeable without it, but it's prominent with the light on. Flip it over to the reverse. And then on the reverse side, we can see very prominently that strip and these little flowing, they're probably supposed to be flowers or something on the edges of the currency, so that shows up pretty nicely. It's kind of cool on the Jamaican note. Now let's go over to Japan, and this is 5,000 yen from Japan. Anything interesting here? Not really so much. On the reverse, just trying to see if there's anything there on that part. You can't really see anything there or on that seal. So that was 5,000 yen. Now here's 1,000 yen. And if you look closely at this one, I can kind of see through and see a face in the center portion. It's very faint at best, is how I would describe that. If I flip this around, I can still sort of make out a face in the center. It's very faint. I don't know how well they'll come up on camera. Okay, so that's 1,000 yen. I've got some duplicate notes here. Okay, so what we got now are a couple of vintages of Canadian notes. We've got the newer ones that are kind of the plastic style here at top. If you've ever been to Australia, these are very similar to the Australian notes. In fact, these have the little see-through windows, which is kind of interesting, especially to an American audience. And so if we look at this newer series of notes, obviously there's a transparency in the plastic factor that makes these interesting. I'm not seeing anything particular with the UV light on the 5, other than you can see some of the holographic in the clear window part of the note a little bit easier. And then on the 20 Canadian dollar note, you can really see, I believe that's the Queen's face there at the top, and what looks to be a banner draped down over, is that maybe Parliament? I could be wrong. I don't know exactly what building that is on the left. The main monument here is the Monument Commémoratif du Canada Vimy Canadian National Vimy Memorial. Some flowers and the hologram, and of course we've got the Queen, Her Highness on the rear. Now if we go back, these are from the late 70s, so these are no longer currently in circulation. Nothing particular stands out on the front. A little bit of perhaps some green dye or something in the fabric on the edges. Here's an older Canadian 2. Again, you can see that green spot there on the front. You can see, let's see, there's kind of a flower pattern you can see through there on the 2, although that's still visible to the naked eye. And then on the 1, the 1s and the 2s have now been replaced by coins, the loonie and the toonie. I've got those in my bag of coins, but since we're looking at bills, I didn't pull those out. And now I've got some euros to add on to my collection of foreign currency. And so here's a 5 and a 10 euro note. Let's see what these look like under the light. It's interesting, these euro notes, you can see there's actually definitely some reflective threads here that show up. You've got this very specific constellation. I'm not sure a lot of folks know this here, but that's actually your printers are designed to be able to look for that specific pattern. And that shows up on U.S. currency as well, but most notably on some euros to prevent most home printers from being able to photocopy these. But as we look here, you can see definitely some of these threads that are phosphorescing under the black light or the UV light. Look under the 10 euro note. You can see threads that are phosphorescing. Obviously, we got our holographic strip. Flip this around to the rear. You can see there's a little subliminated holographic strip in the middle there. Threads. I don't know that we're seeing anything, but you can see some of the artwork here come back from the obverse on the end. I can see the 10 that's reversed coming through this side here, and on the other way here, that's a mirror of the artwork over there. Take it away, but now you can see where my thumb is. Hopefully you can see that there's the same gateway or archway. Let's go back and look at the 5. Yep. You can see the same architectural feature hidden in the white paper here where my thumb is, under the UV light. And so I hope you found this video useful. And if you're looking to get in the market for one of these UV lights, I'll put a link to this below from my Amazon affiliate link. Help support this channel. And have a great day. Bye.